30-06 John here, and today what I want to talk about is concealed carry, self-defense ammunition, over-penetration, and what hasn't been said. For my everyday carry, 1911, I carry 230 grain FMJ hardball. A lot of people question that. I should be using some type of hollow point. And the reason they say is over penetration. Today's common thought is you need a bullet that penetrates 12 to 18 inches. If it's outside of that, it's useless. I disagree with that. And let's start with a little bit of history. Modern self-defense ammunition really all got its start from the 1986 Miami shootout. This article from Gun Digest is actually from one of the FBI agents that survived it, so that's why I included it. And it says here, the infamous 1986 Miami shootout forever changed law enforcement training, equipment, and tactics. I highlighted a couple of lines here from the article. It says here, very early in the Miami gun battle, Agent Jerry Dove fired a bullet that stopped about 2 inches short of the bank robber Michael Platt's heart. After this supposed non-survivable hit, Platt continued to fight and went on to kill Jerry. All other things aside, the Miami shootout was an ammunition failure. It was important to understand that Jerry's shot happened before any of the agents were seriously wounded. So his bullet did not penetrate far enough. The FBI came up with this series of tests for their ammunition, and they're shooting into bare gelatin, light clothing, but they're also shooting into automotive sheet metal, wallboard, plywood, automotive glass, and a lot of the ammo companies are using that data to make their own ammunition, as this Hornady video shows for their critical duty line. This is a report from the Firearms Training Unit FBI Academy at Quantico, Virginia from 1989. Handgun wounding factors and effectiveness. A couple of issues there I highlighted. It is essential to bear in mind that the single most critical factor remains penetration. While penetration up to 18 inches is preferable, a handgun must reliably penetrate 12 inches of soft body tissue at a minimum, regardless of whether it expands or not. Also, I circled this paragraph here. An issue that must be addressed is the fear of over-penetration widely expressed on the part of law enforcement. The concern that a bullet would pass through a body of a subject and injure an innocent bystander is clearly exaggerated. Any review of law enforcement shootings will reveal that the great majority of shots fired by officers do not hit any subjects at all. It should be obvious that the relatively few shots that do hit a subject are not somehow more dangerous to bystanders than the shots that miss the subject entirely. I'll try 2 shots, 1.5 seconds. This next part of the video may seem that I'm criticizing the police. I support the police, but I'm highlighting incidents and how everyone needs more training with firearms. This part right here shows the LAPD hit ratio. If you look on the right, shows it from 2012 to 2016, from a low of 20% of hits to a high of 48% hits, which is actually pretty high. But even in that year, where was the 52% of the misses? Where were they going? This report right here is for the Dallas PD for 2018. It actually goes from 2003 to 2017. The key takeaway, on average, the police hit at least once in 54% of incidents, but only 35% of shots fired struck the suspect. Where was the other 65% of the shots? Where were they going? Well, unfortunately, they hit people. In this headline here from 2022, 6 different people were hit, accidentally shot by the Denver police. In this headline right here, a California police officer fired at a suspect, but tragically killed a bystander instead.